Hello, welcome to this week's vlog. It is Thursday the 14th. I am so tired, sorry. I today am going to be starting, what is it called? Who knows? I don't know. Hello, welcome to this week's vlog. It is Thursday the 14th. I am so tired, sorry. I today am going to be starting, what is it called? Who knows? I don't know. I Am the Dark That Answers When You Call by Jamison Shea. It is the sequel to the book I was reading last week. So I'm going to try to get 50% into that today. I am starting very late on that. It is almost 1 p.m. so starting pretty late on that. Sorry, Tibble is like on the chair behind my desk and looking insane. I also am going to be getting 75% into Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I am feeling pretty indifferent about my reread, which makes me nervous about reading the next two books, but we will see. If I remember correctly, I think I really liked the second half of the Emily Wilde book, if I remember correctly, more than the first half. I think the first half was a little bit boring. So we'll see how that goes. But that's the plan for today. Crochet-wise, I think I am going to start the next book blanket panel just so that it's ready. I have planned my TBR for September. I'm going to film it and edit that tomorrow. And then I'm also going to try and get some CLEARURSHT stuff done tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to manage it today, but I'm going to try tomorrow. Fingers crossed, we will see. But that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. This was a short and sweet update. I don't have a whole lot to go over. So yeah. That's my reminder to get back to work. And I do need to get back to work. I have a lot going on at work, which is why haven't gotten updated until literally 1 p.m. Normally I update first thing in the morning, but first thing this morning I had to deal with the whole thing at work. So that's where we're at. I haven't even updated like my journaling and stuff, and I need to. In days. I need to do it. But I've been so fucking tired and nauseous and just exhausted, and then work has been busy, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. Hi, me again, same day. It's still Thursday, I just changed shirts. So fun fact, if you are pregnant and you make Amazon your baby registry in your first trimester, if anyone buys like, I think it's like $30 worth of stuff off your baby registry, then you get a thing. A box of things, which is cool. A bag, rather, I guess. Look at that, it's a bag. Cool. I don't know what's in this bag. It's a surprise. So, I bought the things for myself. It was the book that Aiden's been reading, and then a like bathtub temperature thing, because you can't take hot baths when you're pregnant. That's been miserable. I just want you guys to know that. So yeah, I got a box full of free shit. Let's see what we got. I told you guys we're not going to be a baby channel, and here I am showing you baby shit. We've got some Aquaphor sample. We've got a very cute little onesie. Let's see. Where's the fucking... It's not going to be a baby channel. It immediately shows you the cool things I get free from Amazon. It has a smell. It just needs to be washed, but it has a smell. For 3 months. And I like that it's green, because like a lot of the stuff that we've been getting is green, just because I don't know the gender, and I feel like green is like a good neutral color. I mean, maybe some people don't consider it a neutral color, but I do. So we've got something about the baby Reza, which we're not going to be getting because we're not made of money. Something about Pampers. I think you get rewards. That's cool. We've got baby Jergens. Cute. What is this? Stuff about the baby registry. Cool. I actually moved my registry over to Baby List. But I'm still using Amazon because that's what I have on my phone. Cola Dr. Brown's anti-colic bottle. That's sick because I actually have these on the baby registry, like a pack of them. We've got, ooh, I have this on my like want to buy for myself. It's for stretch marks and shit, so that's cool. Put it over here. I did get a swaddle, like an actual swaddle. So that's pretty sick, because these are usually kind of expensive for some reason that I have to right now. We've got another bottle, anti-colic, and another bottle, I think. Yeah, 3 anti-colic bottles from 3 different brands, so that's cool. And that's it. That's what came in the box. So I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm genuinely very surprised by the products. Like, I'm actually very surprised. So, cool. But not 3. I don't know what I'm happy doing there. Okay, bye! Good morning. It's Friday, the 15th. I'm tired. Who's shocked? I do need to film. I need to look like a person and then film my TBR for September. I finally got that all finished and scripted, so that's good. We went to Second Chance Books yesterday. Got to see Fable, the cat, bless her. And I got a couple of books. I got some children's books, but this one for baby sign language. But I'm going to add all of this to the purchases. I got Island of the Blue Dolphins. This is a classic book, and it's one that my mom bought me a copy of it when I was younger, and she really, I don't know, she liked it a lot. It's a book that she would say impacted her a lot as a kid, so I think I might reread it at some point, maybe for my classic pick next month. And then I got Meet Molly, the American Girl book. I want to reread a lot of the American Girl doll books, and so this was cool. They had a bunch of them, but they didn't have the Meet books. Like, I wanted the first one of them. And apparently this was somebody's library book. So that's fun. Yeah, we've got all of the things. That's fun. Yeah, they end up with like a lot of library. This was a library book too. I don't know if it has the, yeah. This thing, the due date thing. This one's old, you can tell it's old. Well loved though. I do love used books. And the other one is just sign language books. And then we went to the horror bookstore that I really like, and I again got another children's book. It is Image for Monsters. Not very exciting. What else? I'm gonna put this in my binder. I got 34% into I Am the Dark That Answers When You Call. More interesting than the first book. Again, I think this would have benefited from not being a young adult book. I stand by that. I still feel that way, heavily that way. But it is more interesting. I was supposed to get 50% into it yesterday. I did not. I would like to finish it today. I don't know if I will manage that, but I would like to finish it today. I've been doing both audio and ebook, so we'll see if I swing that. I also did get 75% into, what is it? The Encyclopedia of Fairies, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. And that has been solid. I don't hate it. Like I said, don't hate it. I also, I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling just kind of, this is long for no reason. I do like that the second half has been more interesting than the first half. We've got this whole thing with changelings and with the guy who's a fairy and all of this stuff. So I do find that more interesting than what we were dealing with before. The romance is like neither here nor there for me. I just genuinely don't care that much. So my goal today is to finish that one, and I think I'll be able to swing that. I've been reading this one completely with my eyes, but the audiobook did come available, and I only have about an hour left of it. So I think I'll probably be able to knock that out today as well. So the plan is going to be to try and finish both that and I Am the Dark That Answers When You Call. And then I might start the second Emily Wilde book, Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. I might start it visually. I have the ebook, but I might just read it with my eyes over the weekend. I don't have a ton happening this weekend. I was supposed to, but people got sick and stuff, and we just don't want to like expose me to people who are sick, which is totally reasonable. I have a little bit more energy than I have had in a hot minute. I've been able to like pick up and do some cleaning and do some chores and I feel less like I'm dying, so that's cool. I think there's two kind of bigger things I want to do. One of them is clean out my office. It is a wreck and I would like to clean it out this weekend. We'll see. And then I also would like to do some rearranging in the guest bedroom. So we'll see if I manage that, but that is currently what I would like to do. So yeah, we will see. But I think that's going to be it. So I will talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. Hi, good morning. It is Tuesday the 19th. I didn't update yesterday because I felt like shit and then I had a ton of work stuff to do. So I was very busy. But I do have a lot of reading to catch you up on. So last week I finished the first book in the Emily Wilde Encyclopedia of Fairies book. Like I was saying before I had finished it, I don't dislike it, but it is a little bit... I would have liked it if the pacing in the second half was the pacing for the whole book. That's kind of my only, like, complaint, really. So that's fine, realistically. I also... What was I supposed to read something else, or was that literally it for Friday? That might have been it for Friday. If so, cool. I think that was it. I also started yesterday and finished Map of the Otherlands, the second book in the Emily Wilde series. I enjoyed it considerably more than I did the first one. I liked Ariadne. I liked the new place that they were in. I liked some of the new dynamics. I liked some of the information that we learned about Wendell. I thought it was much more interesting of a story than the first one was, and Emily continues to be one of my favorite characters. I find her very enjoyable to read, so that was cool. I also started and then finished The Night Guest, which was not necessarily something that was like on my TBR, but I knew that I was going to run out of books, and so I was like, oh, I'll just start this in a week, and then I decided to just start it yesterday, and then I finished it. My bad. What did I end up rating it? Did I already put it away? I think I already put... No, I didn't. 4 stars. And yeah, I did enjoy it. It was very weird. My official, like, review that I wrote here was, I don't know how I feel about this, and I stand by that. I don't know how I feel about this. So, here we are. I ended up also starting yesterday The Butcher's Daughter, which is the woman in Sweetie Todd, Miss Lovett. It's her story. And so I'm enjoying it. I'm almost 50% into it, or maybe I'm past 50% already. Yeah, I'm 57% into it. I started it yesterday, 57% into it. I really should find some chill. So my plan today is to start and finish the third book in the Emily Wilde series, which is the Compendium of Lost Tales, I think. I'm not going to push myself to read The Butcher's Daughter any further. I will read it when I read it. I'm going to focus on the Emily Wilde's thing because that's what's currently in my plans. I've got some footage from previous that I need to edit. I need to edit my TBR. I need to upload my TBR. I also need to do some CLEARURSHT stuff and some thumbnails, and I'm very behind, but I was like feeling okay last week, and then I think I just did too much last week, and I'm paying for it this week. So, but today it seems like I'm feeling a little bit better, so hopefully that continues. Yesterday was rough. I was in calls like all day and all night, and then eventually when they ended, I was I don't know, brain was mushy, but things are clearing up now, I think. I hope. But I think that's it for the update. Sorry, short and sweet, which means this vlog is inherently going to be short and sweet, especially because I missed a whole day, but yeah. We'll figure it out. That's it. I will talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. Hello, good morning. It is Wednesday, the 20th. How we doing, gang? I am really tired. Who's surprised? No, I am, tired. I finished 2 books yesterday. I was only supposed to finish one. I finished the last Emily Wilde book. I enjoyed it not as much as the second one. I thought the second one was considerably better. Couldn't tell you why I specifically felt that way, but I did, so here we are. I also, hold on, I need to put a book on the Dropbox part of my Kobo. Here we go. Like I was saying, finished that. Did not enjoy it as much as the second book, but I still enjoyed it. I think this is the last book too, so I'm a little bit hopeful that it's the last book. I don't feel like there needs to be another book, but I know how much these girlies with the romantasy love to have an unnecessary 4th book, so you never know. I also finished The Butcher's Daughter. This was a Sweeney Todd retelling, sort of. It's from the perspective of Miss Lovett, who was the pie making lady on the bottom floor where Sweeney Todd worked. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid book. It had its moments where it was a little bit slow, and you good? It had its moments where it was a little bit slow, but I feel like that's really common with historical fiction like this, kind of wall of texty. But just in the beginning, after the story started like got going, I was like, okay, I'm sat and I'm reading. I was not supposed to finish it yesterday, and then I just devoured it, just completely devoured it. So my bad, here we are. Today, the plan, I will be starting Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, and I will also be maybe getting a little bit into my ex, the Antichrist. I have that book. I started it last night because I couldn't quite fall asleep. I'm not very far into it. I'm only 9% into it. So we shall definitely see if I do end up reading that. But Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld is the plan. I would like to finish it today. That's the big plan. I'm not even putting My Ex the Antichrist book up there because I don't even have the cover saved. I just kind of randomly started it, so here we are. Yeah, I'm going to start Romantic Comedy, and I will be also simultaneously editing footage that really needs to be edited from both this vlog and then the TBR from last week that I filmed last week, and the announcement video that I'm working on. So that's it. That's the update. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. I'm surprised. No, tired. I finished 2 books yesterday. I was only supposed to finish one. I finished the do like middle of the book updates because I just don't, and also I really need to format my memory card, so like I need to edit this, and I've been editing for hours, which means that I've been reading Romantic Comedy with my eyes instead of listening to it like I'd originally planned, because the plan was to listen to it today. First off, there's 3 chapters, a prologue and an epilogue. This book is not short. It's not a novella. I've read novellas with more chapters. The first chapter was like 98 pages long, and the second chapter was 70-something pages long, and this third chapter is 72 pages long. You have to be fucking kidding me. Who came up with the formatting here? That's nightmarish. It feels like I'm trapped. I genuinely, in the first chapter, where I was 40% into the first chapter, or 40% into the book, or whatever, I was like, this might be my first DNF in like 2 years. I don't know if I can get through this book. Because our main character is fucking the worst person in the world. First off, her name is Sally, which is really funny. Because it's a boring name for a boring character. She's boring, she's mean, she will not let you forget that she's ugly, and she's just insufferable. And then her love interest is like super mega nice celebrity guy, super mega ultra nice celebrity guy. She works for fake SNL, and the first half of the book is just like a bunch of inane details about a bunch of people that we just don't need to know all this information about. Bunch of shit we don't need all the details about. I mean, wall of text level amounts of information that is not fucking relevant. And it also takes away from any chemistry that's being built between our main character and the love interest. This book is so bad. It's so fucking bad. Then the second chapter starts in email format, which doesn't bother me, but I'm glad I was not listening to it yet. But it also starts in the middle of the pandemic. The first chapter's in 2018, second chapter's in 2020, mid-pandemic. Nobody wants to read that in a romance book. Nobody. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me one way or the other. But nobody wants to read that, and a lot of people discovered that the romances that they developed in the middle of the pandemic are not healthy because they were just like merged together and stuck together and couldn't leave, and then it created these super unhealthy dynamics. Some people came out great, most people did not. I am having a terrible time. And when I thought, oh cool, I'm at the epilogue. This is I thought for some reason that I was on chapter 3. I don't know, maybe it's because I am 68% into the book. No, I'm only on I thought I was done. I thought I was ready to be reading the epilogue. No, I'm only on chapter 3, which in the audiobook is 3 hours long. Fuck off. Have you never read a book? I don't know, but I hate it. I hate it here. I'm having a terrible fucking time. And I still want to DNF this. And I still might. I don't know. Because I'm not having a good time. I'm actually kind of glad that I'm reading this before my Books I Hate book video that I'm going to eventually film. Because this would have ended up on it if I had read it earlier in the year. But I didn't. So it's not going to be on there. Because I'm not doing that to myself. Holy shit. This is one of the worst formatted books I've ever read. It's Thursday, the 21st, which means I'm closing the vlog out here. Let me talk about what I read yesterday, and what I did yesterday, because the footage was... Let me talk about what I did yesterday first, because the footage is over there. Also, actually, let me talk about something else first. I had to delete the app that I used to edit. It's a very long story. There's something wrong with my app store. It's a whole thing. And if you didn't know, I use the app Villo, V-L-L-O, to edit my videos. That's what I have used, I think, maybe since the beginning of me doing this. For intros and outros, I use Canva, I think, mostly. Thumbnails, I use Canva. I might use CapCut at some point. I've thought about it, but anyway. That's what I use, in case you wondered. And it's free. I have the lifetime premium access, but I don't even know they offer that anymore. Had to delete it. Which means my setup for like the book I'm reading, the thing that goes in the, well, it goes over here, the thing that goes in the corner or whatever, also got deleted, as did all of my imported LUTs. So LUTs, if you don't know, are the like filters that I put over my videos to adjust the color grading. It's essentially like an Instagram filter that I just throw over my videos. So that's cool. Funky fresh. Hate that for me. I fixed it, but this setup that I have is gonna look a little bit different because I don't know what the like exact sizing of everything was, and it doesn't look right to me, but I don't know what I did initially to make it work. But anyway, nevertheless, yesterday we went and saw my dad's little art showing. I did not get a video of his art showing because there were a lot of people milling about, and I am not comfortable getting people like in that kind of setting. It's a very cozy setting. I didn't want to get them on camera without their permission, so I didn't. If we were like outside or something, a thing that's different. But we were inside a building, and I feel weird about that. So I didn't get that, but I do have a photo of my dad with his little, he got to put his stuff in an art show nearby, which was cool. And they have this cool little shop, so that's what I show. And then like the outside of it is just like a really beautiful building. Did not realize it was such a pretty outdoor space. Yeah, so anyway, I also, no, that's pretty much all I did yesterday. I did a little bit of cleaning, which is shocking. I did get a couple of chores done. What do I win? Nothing, but it's still impressive. My towel is over here from when I washed my hair. Anyway, I've discovered that for the most part I have to wash my hair during my lunch breaks or it won't dry well because I will go to sleep after I wash my hair. Anyway, what did I read yesterday? I finished romantic comedy. 1 star. Possibly one of the worst books I've read this year. The formatting was trash. There was no romantic compatibility, and it was just slop. The writing was slop. It was a terrible book. 0 out of 5 stars. I hated it. Had a terrible time. Almost DNF'd it. Didn't. Should have, honestly, but didn't. And then I got 30% into My Ex the Antichrist. It is told in the form of like interview snippets, and that formatting is fun. I think it would be more fun as an audiobook. Maybe the library has it. It like recently came out, so probably don't. How long? I bet 24 weeks. Yeah, so anyway, I'm not going to listen to it, but I could have. Yeah, I don't know. I am enjoying it, but I think it I would benefit from listening to it over reading it with my eyeballs. You know? What else? I would tell you what I'm gonna read, but I'll do that in next week's vlog. So I think that's gonna be it. Next week's vlog, I get to go see my doctor for the first time since getting pregnant. So that's exciting. Yeah. I will be almost out of my first trimester before I even go see the doctor. That's apparently just the way that things are now. I hate it. Don't like it. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later. See you next week. I would give my normal closing spiel, but I feel like you guys know it by now. Okay, thanks. Bye.